Daily Horoscope Analysis for Gemini. May 17, 2025, as we approach the cusp of your solar season, dear Gemini, May 17th presents a fascinating astrological landscape. With the Sun in the final degrees of Taurus, just 3 days before it gloriously enters your sign, you're standing at an important threshold. This is the culmination of your personal annual cycle, a time of completion and preparation before your cosmic rebirth. The day begins with the moon transiting through dreamy Pisces in your 10th house of career and public image. This creates an interesting dynamic where your professional life may require more emotional intelligence than usual. You might find yourself in situations where your intuition about workplace dynamics proves more valuable than logical analysis. This placement also brings heightened visibility. People are noticing your contributions, whether you seek the spotlight or not. Mercury, your planetary ruler, is currently in your own sign of Gemini, blessing you with exceptional mental clarity and communicative abilities. Your words carry particular weight today, allowing you to express complex ideas with remarkable precision and charm. This is an excellent day for presentations, important conversations, negotiations, or any situation requiring persuasive communication. Your natural wit is enhanced, making you the most engaging person in any room. Venus in nurturing Cáncer activates your second house of personal resources and values. This placement creates a beautiful energy around your finances and material concerns. You might receive unexpected financial news or opportunities today, particularly through female connections or family networks. There's also an increased appreciation for the comforts of home and items that hold emotional significance rather than just monetary value. Mars in revolutionary Aquarius is energizing your 9th house of expansion, higher learning, and long-distance matters. This placement fuels your intellectual curiosity and might trigger a sudden desire to explore new territories, both mentally and physically. An opportunity related to education, publishing, or international connections could arise unexpectedly. Your mind is particularly receptive to philosophical concepts that challenge conventional thinking. Jupiter in practical, Virgo forms a supportive trine to your sun sign from your 4th house of home and foundations. This beneficial aspect helps you expand your domestic situation in practical ways. Some Geminis may be considering home improvements, relocations, or significant family developments. This influence helps ground your naturally scattered energy, allowing you to channel your versatility into tangible results. Saturn, the cosmic taskmaster, continues its journey through Pisces in your career sector. Today, it forms a significant aspect with your ruling planet Mercury, helping you communicate your authority and expertise in ways that advance your long-term professional goals. This is excellent for discussions with superiors or outlining 5-year plans. The universe is supporting responsible communication about your ambitions. Uranus in Gemini, a once-in-84 years transit, is revolutionizing your identity and self-expression. Today marks an important moment in this longer transit, potentially bringing sudden insights about who you truly are and who you're becoming. You might feel inspired to make changes to your appearance or how you present yourself to the world. Trust these impulses toward authentic self-expression. Neptune in Aries forms a challenging square to your sign from your 11th house of social networks and collective endeavors. This aspect suggests that while your social life is active, there may be some confusion about certain friendships or group affiliations. Be cautious about idealizing new acquaintances or community projects. Not all that glitters is gold today, especially in social circumstances. Pluto in Aquarius forms a supportive trine to your sign from your 9th house, empowering transformative learning experiences. You may encounter information or perspectives that fundamentally alter your worldview. This aspect also strengthens your ability to influence others through ideas and communication. Your words carry transformative power. Use them wisely. For matters of the heart, today offers interesting possibilities. If you're in a relationship, The Pisces moon encourages emotional intimacy and vulnerability. Share your dreams and inner world with your partner. They'll be particularly receptive to your emotional needs. The Venus placement in your value sector suggests that showing appreciation through meaningful gestures will strengthen bonds. Consider gifts that hold sentimental value rather than just material worth. Single Geminis might find themselves attracted to someone quite different from their usual type. An unexpected connection could form through a work-related event or in a public setting. With Mercury in your sign, your flirtatious banter is especially charming today. However, Neptune's influence suggests being clear about your intentions to avoid misunderstandings. Career matters receive cosmic spotlight today with the moon in your 10th house. Your reputation and public image are highlighted, making this an excellent day for presentations, interviews, or situations requiring you to step into a leadership role. Trust your intuition about timing, when to speak up and when to observe. A female superior or mentor figure may play a significant role in today's professional developments. Regarding finances, Venus brings favorable energy for monetary matters. This is an excellent day to discuss raises, review investments, or explore new revenue streams that align with your values. An unexpected financial tip or opportunity may come through family connections. The Jupiter trine suggests that investments related to your home or family interests could be particularly profitable in the long term. Your health and well-being deserve attention today, Gemini. With the sun in your 12th house, you might feel slightly less energetic than usual. Honor this by balancing activity with adequate rest. Your nervous system is particularly sensitive with Mercury in your sign, so mindfulness practices would be beneficial. The Pisces moon could also make you more susceptible to environmental factors. Stay hydrated and be mindful of consumption. Socially, Uranus in your sign is reshaping your connections and friendships. You might receive an unexpected invitation or encounter someone who introduces you to an entirely new circle. Digital connections are especially favored today, with online interactions potentially leading to significant in-person opportunities. Your natural networking abilities are enhanced. You're the connector bringing together people who would benefit from knowing each other. For your spiritual growth, the sun's position in your 12th house makes this a powerful day for inner work and reflection. Dreams from last night may contain significant messages, so take time to record and consider them. Neptune's influence enhances your intuitive abilities, making this an excellent day for meditation, journaling, or practices that help you access your deeper wisdom. As you navigate May 17th, be aware of both challenges and opportunities. The Neptune square could cloud your judgment in social situations or group endeavors. Verify facts before committing to collective projects. The tension between Saturn in your career house and planets in your identity sector suggests you may feel constrained by professional expectations that conflict with your evolving sense of self. However, the opportunities far outweigh these challenges. Mercury in your sign creates a powerful window for important conversations and self-expression. The Jupiter-Uranus alignment opens unexpected doors related to education or publishing. Venus enhances your ability to attract necessary resources, and the approaching Gemini season serves as a cosmic green light for personal reinvention. For optimal navigation of the day, begin your morning with reflective practices that connect you with your inner wisdom. The afternoon hours are ideal for your most important communications when Mercury forms its most harmonious aspect. Evening favors creative and social activities, perhaps involving music, art, or water elements. Regarding compatibility with other signs today, water signs, Cáncer, Scorpio, Pisces, offer nurturing connections that balance your airy nature. Fellow air signs, Libra, Aquarius, stimulate your intellectual side, with Aquarius connections being especially electric under current aspects. Fire signs challenge you in potentially beneficial ways, while earth signs provide grounding influences that help translate your ideas into action. May 17, 2025, ultimately serves as an important transition point in your personal year, dear Gemini. You're completing one cycle while preparing to step into the spotlight of your solar return. By balancing reflection with preparation, you set the stage for an exceptional Gemini season ahead. Remember that with Mercury in your sign, your words create reality more potently than usual. Speak what you wish to manifest and watch as the universe responds in kind. For Gemini, on May 17, 2025, the planetary positions create a fascinating cosmic landscape that directly impacts your intellectual realm and communication style. The Sun sits at 26 degrees Taurus, just days away from entering your sign, creating a building energy that feels like the calm before your personal new year. This position in your 12th house encourages deep reflection and intuitive insights that will soon burst forth when the Sun enters Gemini. Mercury, your ruling planet, has recently entered Gemini at 3 degrees, heightening your mental acuity and verbal dexterity. This placement in your first house amplifies your natural communicative abilities and brings a surge of ideas and intellectual curiosity. You'll notice your words carry more weight today, making this an excellent time for important conversations and presentations. The Moon in Sagittarius, at 18 degrees, creates a direct opposition to your Sun sign, illuminating relationship dynamics and creating tension between your intellectual approach and broader philosophical questions. This seventh house placement enhances your need for intellectual stimulation through others, while highlighting differences in perspective that could lead to valuable insights. Venus, positioned at 11 degrees Aries in your 11th house, ignites social connections with intellectual equals. This placement creates a dynamic environment for networking and collaborative projects, particularly those requiring innovative thinking and quick decision-making. Mars at 24 degrees Cáncer in your second house intensifies matters related to resources and values. This position creates a protective energy around your assets while potentially triggering emotional responses to financial matters. The square to your Mercury suggests potential conflicts between communication and resource allocation. Jupiter at 3 degrees Virgo in your fourth house brings expansion to your home and family sector, encouraging analytical approaches to domestic matters. This position forms a trine to your Mercury, supporting practical applications of your ideas, particularly in creating systems that improve your daily life and home environment. Saturn at 15 degrees Pisces in your 10th house places restrictions and tests on your career path and public reputation. This challenging position requires disciplined communication in professional settings and careful attention to how your words impact your authority figures. The most significant planetary influence today is Uranus at 2 degrees Gemini in your first house. This revolutionary planet has recently entered your sign for a 7-year transit, marking the beginning of a profound transformation in your identity and self-expression. Today, as Uranus closely aligns with your ruling planet Mercury, unexpected insights and breakthrough ideas may suddenly emerge, potentially altering your perspective on personal matters in revolutionary ways. Neptune at 7 degrees Aries in your 11th house dissolves boundaries in social circles and group endeavors. This placement can bring inspiration through collective activities, but may also cloud judgment regarding friendships and associations. The sextile to your natal Mercury enhances creative thinking, but requires discernment between inspiration and illusion. Pluto at 5 degrees Aquarius in your 9th house brings transformative energy to your belief systems and educational pursuits. This position supports deep intellectual exploration and may trigger profound shifts in your worldview. The harmonious air trine to your Mercury facilitates penetrating insights and powerful communication. The North Node at 29 degrees Capricorn in your 8th house points toward evolutionary growth through shared resources, intimate partnerships, and psychological exploration. This position suggests your soul's growth lies in developing greater maturity and responsibility in areas requiring vulnerability and trust. Chiron at 21 degrees Aries activates healing opportunities related to identity and self-assertion. This placement in your 11th house may bring up wounds around belonging and acceptance in group settings, particularly where your innovative ideas meet resistance. The asteroid Pallas, Athena at 14 degrees Cancer in your 2nd house, enhances strategic thinking around resources and values. This placement supports wise decision-making regarding finances and suggests potential for developing practical systems that align with your emotional needs. The Black Moon Lilith at 9 degrees Virgo brings subversive energy to your 4th house, potentially highlighting repressed aspects of your domestic life or family history that seek expression. This position may trigger unexpected revelations about your foundations and private life. Today's aspects form a complex web of influences, with Mercury-Uranus conjunction in your sign being the most potent catalyst for intellectual breakthroughs and unexpected communications. The Sun-Moon opposition creates a full moon-like energy that illuminates relationship dynamics, while Jupiter's trine to Mercury supports expanding your ideas in practical, grounded ways. The planetary hours today particularly favor Gemini activities when Mercury rules dawn and mid-afternoon, making these optimal times for important communications, signing contracts, or initiating intellectually stimulating projects. The Sagittarius moon's influence peaks at midday, potentially bringing important conversations with partners or opportunities for collaborative thinking. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a trine with Jupiter in Gemini on May 17, your powers of expression are exceptionally enhanced. Words flow effortlessly from your lips and fingertips, making this an ideal day for important conversations, presentations, or writing projects. The Mercury-Jupiter aspect expands your intellectual horizons, bringing a philosophical depth to your typically quick and agile thought processes. The moon in Leo forms a sextile to your sign, adding warmth and creativity to your communication style. You're not just sharing information today, you're telling stories that captivate and inspire. Your natural charm is amplified, making it easier to win people over to your perspective. Venus in early Gemini is highlighting your 1st house of self-expression, bringing an attractive quality to your words. People aren't just listening to what you say, they're drawn to how you say it. This placement supports artistic expression and enhances your ability to verbalize feelings, something that doesn't always come naturally to air-dominant Gemini. Mars in Cancer is activating your 2nd house of values, adding emotional conviction to your words. When you speak today, it's with a passion that others can feel. Be mindful, though. This placement can sometimes make you defensive if your ideas are challenged. The key is to channel this energy into persuasive rather than combative communication. Saturn in Pisces continues its transit through your 10th house of career and public image, reminding you to be thoughtful about professional communications. Before sending that email or making that call, double-check that your message aligns with your long-term goals and maintains appropriate boundaries. Uranus in Gemini forms a conjunction with Jupiter today, creating a powerful surge of innovative thinking. Sudden insights and brilliant ideas may come to you throughout the day. Keep a notebook handy. These flashes of genius could lead to meaningful breakthroughs if captured and developed. Neptune in Aries forms a square to your sign, which could make certain communications feel foggy or unclear. Be especially careful with digital communications, where tone can be misinterpreted. When in doubt, pick up the phone rather than relying on text or email to convey nuanced messages. Pluto in Aquarius supports your 9th house of higher learning and philosophy, deepening your hunger for meaningful exchange. You're not satisfied with small talk today. You want conversations that transform and enlighten. This is an excellent time for research, study, or engaging with complex subjects that normally might intimidate you. The North Node in Pisces is encouraging you to develop more empathy in your communications. Rather than focusing on being the cleverest person in the room, success comes from truly listening and connecting heart to heart. This nodal influence is teaching you that sometimes silence and receptivity are more powerful than constant verbal output. Jupiter's presence in your sign is particularly significant, as it only visits Gemini once every 12 years. This transit amplifies all Gemini traits, especially your communication skills. Today marks a peak moment in this rare cycle, offering you exceptional eloquence and persuasiveness. Ideas you express now could have far-reaching consequences. The Sun in Taurus is illuminating your 12th house of the subconscious, giving you access to deeper wells of creativity and intuition. Your words may surprise even you today, as thoughts emerge from parts of your mind you don't usually access. Pay attention to dreams and quiet moments of insight. They contain valuable messages. With Chiron in Aries forming a sextile to your sign, there's healing potential in your communications today. Words you've been afraid to speak, perhaps related to old wounds or vulnerabilities, may find their way to the surface in constructive ways. This aspect supports courageous truth-telling that leads to personal growth. Mercury's position also activates your ability to network effectively. Conversations with acquaintances could unexpectedly lead to valuable connections or opportunities. Your natural curiosity serves you well. Asking thoughtful questions will open doors that remain closed to less inquisitive souls. Digital communications receive a boost today, with Mercury-Uranus energy making you especially adept at navigating social media, email, and text exchanges. Your clever wit translates well to written formats, and you may find your words gaining unexpected traction online. A post or message you send could reach farther than anticipated. Your verbal timing is exceptional today. You instinctively know when to speak up in group settings and when to hold back, allowing you to make maximum impact with minimum effort. This is partly due to Mercury's harmonious aspect with Saturn, bringing maturity and strategic thinking to your communication style. For Geminis working in media, writing, teaching, or sales, today offers exceptional opportunities to showcase your talents. Your ability to explain complex concepts in accessible language is heightened, making you a valuable bridge between specialized knowledge and general understanding. The duality of Gemini is expressed beautifully today, as you're able to see and articulate multiple perspectives simultaneously. Rather than causing internal conflict, this multiplicity gives you an edge in negotiations or discussions where seeing all sides of an issue is advantageous. Your throat chakra is particularly activated by today's planetary alignments. You might notice physical sensations in this area, or simply find yourself more aware of how energy flows through this center of expression. Breathing exercises focused on this area can help you clear any blockages and speak your truth more clearly. In personal relationships, Mercury's position helps you express feelings that normally remain intellectual or abstract. Partners and close friends may be pleasantly surprised by your emotional openness today. Don't be afraid to let your guard down. Vulnerability in communication strengthens your most important bonds. For creative Geminis, today's energy supports experimental forms of expression. Try a new writing style, speaking format, or artistic medium. The Mercury-Uranus influence rewards innovation and unconventional approaches to communication challenges. When listening to others today, you'll find yourself able to read between the lines with unusual accuracy. Mercury enhances your perception of subtle cues like tone, body language, and what remains unsaid. This makes you an exceptional confidant and advisor. Your capacity for learning is heightened, making this an excellent day for study, research, or absorbing new information. The knowledge you acquire today sticks with unusual tenacity, so prioritize what's most important rather than scattering your mental energy across too many subjects. Words have particular power today, both those you speak and those you consume through reading or listening. Choose your media diet carefully, as it will have a stronger than usual impact on your mental state and thought patterns. For Geminis dealing with communication-related challenges, like public speaking anxiety or writer's block, today's favorable aspects offer a window of reduced resistance. Use this opportunity to push gently against those boundaries. You'll likely find them more permeable than usual. Mercury's position in Cáncer creates an illuminating financial landscape for Gemini today. With your ruling planet activating your money sector, you'll notice enhanced intuition regarding financial decisions. You may suddenly perceive valuable opportunities that have been hiding in plain sight, particularly in areas requiring analytical thinking or communication skills. Venus forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter, signaling one of your most financially promising days this month. This celestial configuration is particularly favorable for negotiations, asking for raises, or initiating discussions about compensation. Financial collaborations started today carry an energy of expansion and mutual benefit. If you've been considering a joint venture or investment partnership, the stars are aligning in your favor. The Capricorn moon brings practical grounding to your financial thinking, helping you balance your natural Gemini tendency toward multiple pursuits with necessary focus. This lunar position activates your 8th house of shared resources, making today excellent for addressing matters related to loans, taxes, inheritances, or any financial entanglements with others. A methodical approach to these often complicated matters will yield surprisingly positive results. Mars in Pisces creates an interesting financial dynamic in your career sector. While this placement can sometimes diffuse energy, today it's channeling creativity into money-making ventures. Consider how your imagination might translate into income, particularly through digital content, teaching, or consulting work that leverages your communication strengths. An unexpected conversation with a superior or mentor could open doors to a lucrative side opportunity. Saturn's retrograde is prompting financial reassessment, especially regarding long-term security. This isn't a time to worry, but rather to refine your strategy. Take a clear-eyed look at retirement accounts, investments, and recurring expenses. Small adjustments made now will compound significantly over time. Your adaptable Gemini nature makes you well-suited to implement necessary changes without becoming emotionally attached to outdated financial patterns. Uranus in Taurus continues to revolutionize your relationship with material security. Today brings a flash of insight about a potential passive income stream or investment opportunity that aligns with emerging technologies or sustainable practices. Don't dismiss ideas that seem unconventional. Your financial breakthrough may come through embracing innovation rather than clinging to traditional models of wealth building. Jupiter's expansive energy benefits financial matters related to communication, writing, speaking, or teaching. If you've considered monetizing your knowledge or verbal skills, today's aspects support taking concrete steps in that direction. A podcast, newsletter, or online course could become a significant revenue stream if developed consistently. Your natural Gemini gift for explaining complex concepts in accessible ways becomes a marketable asset today. Neptune's position suggests being vigilant about financial boundaries, particularly in professional relationships. While generosity is admirable, ensure you're being appropriately compensated for your time, ideas, and contributions. A tendency toward undervaluing your work could be subtly undermining your financial progress. Today's energy supports recalibrating your sense of worth in the marketplace. Pluto's transformative influence touches your financial partnerships, suggesting a potential power shift in how shared resources are managed. This might manifest as a conversation about equity in a business relationship or a realization about imbalanced financial dynamics in a personal partnership. Approaching these discussions with honesty, rather than accusation, leads to mutually beneficial restructuring. The North Node indicates that your financial evolution comes through embracing your intellectual gifts rather than trying to conform to conventional money-making approaches. Your path to prosperity lies in leveraging your uniquely Gemini talents for connecting ideas, people, and opportunities. Today brings clarity about which of your many skills has the greatest income-generating potential right now. Communication around financial matters flows exceptionally well today. If you've been avoiding difficult money conversations, the current aspects support addressing them with both clarity and diplomacy. Your ability to present multiple perspectives helps others see the wisdom in your financial proposals or requests. Prepare talking points in advance to maximize this favorable communication energy. Technology-related financial opportunities deserve special attention today. With Mercury enhancing your analytical abilities, you're well-positioned to evaluate the potential of digital investments, cryptocurrency movements, or tech-enabled side hustles. Your natural curiosity about emerging trends gives you an advantage in spotting profitable developments before they become obvious to others. Financial opportunities